Warning, may cause extreme student engagement.
Welcome to the Digital Dish.
Your go-to podcast for all things tech and education. Welcome back.
Welcome back, everybody.
To the Digital Dish. I can never say it. Why did we choose this name?
Because we were trying to be campy.
The pod.
Digital Dish.
The pod. Welcome back.
Hope everybody's doing well.
Yeah.
End of October. All right. Yeah.
Cold season.
Absolutely. I'm Allie, your ed tech coach.
And I'm Katie. I'm the director of ed tech at West Hill. And
Here we are.
Here we are. We're actually recording off-site today in the high school.
Mm-hmm.
So if you hear a bell,
Sorry in advance.
yeah, know that in my head I'm saying kill me now.
No.
They're so loud,
They are super loud.
especially in small rooms like this.
Yes. But we don't hear a lot of the other stuff going on out in the other rooms. So
Yeah.
it's all good. It'll be all right. It'll be good.
How was your weekend?
It was excellent, actually. My niece, I went down to Binghamton, where I'm from, and my niece got her black belt.
That's amazing.
I'm so proud of her.
What
so
a-
proud of her.
What a boss lady. I'm trying to
Right?
think of an appropriate word to say.
She's such a tough, really solid kid.
Aw.
And she's 12.
Yeah.
So to have black belt in Tang Soo Do, which is Korean karate, at 12 is huge.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's so cool.
So it was hard sitting on the bench all day, but
yeah, I'm sure.
I was there watching her do much harder things. So
That's so cool.
how about yours? How was your weekend?
It was good. It was busy. Don't really remember. I never really remember much. Got a couple things baked, but it was just busy. Oh, we went to a Halloween party. You'd
Ooh.
appreciate this. And we go to this adult Halloween party every year, one of our friends, and he hosts. He does the whole house up, like with fog machine and
I love it.
everything.
Halloween's my favorite.
Yeah, just all the stuff. And everyone dresses up. Like everyone gets into it. It's so fun. But we had struggled because we went to the U.S. women's soccer game on Thursday in Philadelphia, Chester. They lost, but it was an amazing experience. I love soccer. I love following the U.S. women. It was just an amazing experience. And then, we didn't think about Halloween costumes because we were so focused on that. So we're trying to think of something easy. Like, do we wear a costume, from 3 years ago? Would people, we don't like to repeat things. I'm trying to find a picture so I can show you.
That's awesome.
Where are you? Oh, here we go. I don't know if you'll recognize it. You might be too young.
Mana.
No.
No?
The Yips.
Oh.
Everyone thinks they're Phenomena, but it's the Yips from Sesame Street.
I love that so much.
Yip. I was the pink one and Vince was the blue one.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then we left at a reasonable hour for people our age. Went to bed. It was great.
Sounds like a great night.
Yeah.
Reasonable time. I love it.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about today?
We've got a couple of things on the agenda. Do you want me to get into I have a cute little tech tip for today.
Yeah, let's do the tech tip.
Want to do that first?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to screencast it live because I have a really hard time lining that up with the actual audio once we post it. There it is.
There's the bell.
Gosh.
Oh, and some announcements. We're good. It's all good. It's just been a day for all of us.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to, I'm going to put a screencast in later, I guess.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah. But I am going to explain it. Something that you can do very quickly instead of, I hear a lot of times people are looking for QR codes to do some kind of activity in their classroom where the kids can use their Chromebook camera and scan it and kind of like what do you call those lockbox things? Where they're like solving a mystery and they're going
The escape rooms?
Yes,
Yeah.
like a edu escape room. It's instead of going out to like a QR code generator, Chrome actually has it built in. So if you go to a link, a website, and you want to create a QR code from that, click the 3 dots in Chrome, go down to Cast, Save, and Share, and one of the options is to create a QR code. It's completely free, and then you can just copy it or download it and use it. It's super. Took me 5 seconds.
Which is awesome. And I know a lot of the generators have a specific limit unless you pay for it. So to be able to just be like, oh, I can do it through Chrome and then and then be done.
Yeah.
Makes it a lot easier, a lot more user friendly.
For sure.
And it helps with parent engagement too, especially for like parent teacher conferences, something like that. You can have the students do something and put a QR code on there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great idea. All right. So today we're talking, I hate to be a dead horse, but the horse isn't dead. AI.
Woohoo, AI.
A little bit about it, but we have a special treat because what we were planning on doing this week didn't quite work out.
No, the project didn't quite work out, but the kids are really excited about using the hummingbird kits in their project. So
They're
that's
just
a
not-
later time.
Yeah, they're just not at a point that we can really showcase it on the pod
Right.
yet. But
Yet.
it will hopefully come. So we kind of switched gears a little bit and thought maybe we could still interview some kids, but about a different topic. And we've got some people in our AI Allies program who are actually rolling out the use of a NotebookLM with their students. So, yeah, we're going to be interviewing a couple of kids and the teacher.
It's a really cool project of what she's doing, and I'm going to let her explain that because she did really well explaining it
We
earlier.
recorded that separately, by the
Yes,
way.
we did.
So you don't think it's weird. And I don't know, it'll sound different because we traveled today.
Yes. So we were in the hallway in the middle school interviewing not only the teacher, we were in her classroom, but we were in the hallway interviewing the students, so you might hear some background noise.
Yeah, yep. And
But
I
yeah.
guess we'll just play that now and then we'll come back.
Enjoy.
Yeah, enjoy. Hey, Colleen, how are ya?
Good.
Good. So Colleen is an 8th grade social studies teacher here at the middle school, and she set up her first NotebookLM to be used with her 8th grade students. So I wanted to ask you, what are you hoping the kids will get out of it when they use it? And then maybe talk a little bit about which kinds of sources you put in.
Okay, so I'm using it. We've done this activity previously. We do at the end of every unit. So they are going back through their notes to kind of get the big ideas for enduring issues that have occurred during the units. So this time, instead of going back through every note that they took and everything that I gave them throughout the year, I took all of those resources that are in the Google Classroom that we went through the year, and I put them in a NotebookLM, and then I created a little chat that they can interact with. So for them looking at the screen, because I only gave them the preview of seeing the chat and not actually seeing all the sources, to them it looks like they're chatting just like you would with Gemini or with ChatGPT or something, but it's only pulling the sources that I gave to them. So I make that very clear, because when they first hear about it, they're a little freaked out because they don't have a lot of experience. So I talk about how AI is the future, and this is a good way to practice using it, and how to work on creating questions that you're going to get your best answers out of. So then they can use that, and they can come up with questions about enduring issues to pull from those resources, and kind of get a safer environment to start practicing using AI. But then there's also, if they get confused, they still have those resources in Google Classroom that they can go back and check on. So it's kind of like a safe space to get started with.
Yeah, that's great. Do they have, are you going to give them some starting prompts, like starting out?
So I modeled a question. So when we first put it up, I showed them what they're going to be looking at, and then I modeled an example of a question. So for example, I think I put, give me an example of the enduring issue of desire for power during the Gilded Age. And then it populates everything from the resources, and then I show them how they can look through and pull out the information that they know the best, because they only have to do 10 events or people from the unit. So I said, it's going to give you a lot of information, but you need to go and see what can you connect the most with, what background knowledge you have the most about, and then choose those topics to then put into your chart to explain.
That's awesome. Great. Yeah. So next up, we will be interviewing some students on their initial reactions.
Okay.
Hey there. Thanks for coming out and being interviewed for us. How are you doing today?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing all right so far. So we heard that you were using AI yesterday.
I did use AI yesterday, actually.
What is your first reaction?
It was a lot simpler than having to look for the answers on my own, because you could ask what the answer was and it would give a very detailed answer. So we could just put that down on the sheet.
Nice. So was it helpful or anything?
I think it was very helpful because it took a lot less time than having to find it on your own.
That's awesome. Any other thoughts that you have on AI in the classroom?
Not really.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we have another student that we'd like to talk to about the assignment that you had yesterday in NotebookLM. What was your initial reaction when your teacher first showed it to you?
It seemed pretty useful, and I was excited to work on something with like AI, because usually like you don't really use AI with schoolwork and stuff. But yeah, it seemed pretty useful.
Awesome. And now that you've used it maybe once or twice, how do you think that Notebook could help you as a student?
I feel like it could help me by because as a student I really like reading stuff through and stuff. So just getting direct answers from certain websites was really helpful.
Good. So you enjoyed it,
Mm-hmm.
and you're excited to use it in the future.
Yeah.
Good. Awesome. Were you happy to see that your teacher was trying something new?
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much.
Of course.
So we have one more student from 8th grade, which is super exciting. What is your initial reaction from your assignment yesterday through Notebook?
At first, I thought it would just be another way for people to cheat.
And now what?
It's like having your own teacher. It's just all the information is relevant and accurate, and it's just a really good way to learn when the teacher's busy.
That's super exciting. So
And insightful.
And super insightful. Yes, absolutely. Do you think it'll be helpful in the future?
I think it'll definitely be helpful in the future.
Great. In what? Just everything or certain assignments?
I think it'll be helpful for people that need to catch up, mostly if they're at home and they need some work to do.
Awesome. Were you excited to see that your teacher was trying something new?
Yeah, I was definitely really excited to see it. It's really interesting.
Great. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, I loved that last student. I told Allie after we talked to him that I could probably sit down and have an adult conversation with him, because he seemed so insightful, and he was so well spoken for an 8th grade young man.
Absolutely. I feel like he wanted to go into more. He just
Yeah.
wasn't entirely sure how.
Right.
So it was great just to be able to talk to him. And we weren't entirely sure with how he exited the classroom, but he did really well.
Yeah. When he first showed up, I'm like, okay.
Tripped over something. It was quite an
14-year-old
experience.
boy. Yeah. Yeah. But that young man is going to be something someday, I think.
I agree. 100% I
it was
agree.
such good insight. And I love that he said that at first I thought it was going to be something we could just use to cheat. But then it completely changed his mind and how he looked at it.
Right.
So cool. So,
Well, and that's what we want from our students, right?
Yeah.
Here's a way that we can use AI as a thought partner, not as a cheat, that kind of stuff.
we had, excuse me, we had intended on interviewing a few more kids in another class, but they didn't get a chance to really play with their notebook yet. But what we did do, we kind of talked to the teacher while the kids were working, and she was like, "Oh, the kids can only chat. They don't, if I make note or flashcards like you can in Notebook, or a video audio overview, or the mind map, the kids can't see it. So we showed the teacher some settings where you can change it to allow the student to view the whole notebook. So they can, when they chat in the chat bot, the answer that comes up is tagged with the sources of information. So now the kids will be able to see which source that information is being pulled from and do more digging, or they could use the flashcards or look at the mind map. So there is a setting, if you go to the share button, not the settings button, and scroll down a little bit, and you can see at the bottom it'll say access to chat or full notebook. So it was a good tip that we
Absolutely.
figure it out all together.
Yes, absolutely. And when you give them access to the whole notebook, they see everything, but because the students would technically be in view only, they can't erase anything, they can't manipulate anything. They can chat in the chat bot, but they can't like erase stuff.
Yeah, as long as they're set to view.
Yes.
Yeah. And now, I think this is new since the last time we recorded, but you can add a notebook right into Google Classroom. You can either add one you already created, or you can have it create one from the classwork materials right then and there of that classroom. Mind blown. I did a YouTube video on this.
Yes.
And posted it on my YouTube channel. It's amazing.
I did one on accident, and then I had to like take a step back because that was not what I was doing. So I was like, oh, what is this? Kink. Oh, whoop, that's not what I meant.
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
It is. Like, we love, if you guys are long-time listeners, you know that we love NotebookLM. That's probably one of our favorites.
Yes, definitely.
All right, what do we have?
So I think we're going to be off for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's going to be a long time.
Yeah, maybe like 3 weeks till the next, maybe.
Next Tuesday is our professional development day for West Hill.
Yep.
And then the week after that is Veterans Day. Mm-hmm. And then, so the week after that should be normal-ish.
Should be. Ish. We'll figure it out.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We're not really fly by the seat of our pants kind of gals, but we're flexible. Let's just say
yes,
that.
we are more organized than I think, well,
yeah,
semi more organized than I come across. But.
Yeah. Okay, then. Well, hopefully on the next podcast episode, we'll be able to talk to those kids working on that project that we promised.
I hope so. I did talk to that teacher earlier, and she seemed interested in it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Cool. All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.